Boo. Did I scare you? I know I'm certainly scared. I'm quite frightened, in fact, after the way people are behaving about the Amazing Digital Circus finale. I thought it was rather splendid. I just got out of the movie theater myself, and I thought the show did a pretty good job wrapping it all up. Now, after saying that, a lot of people are coming for my throat. Not much I can do about it at this point, but complain about the people complaining. You see, after I done watched the show's finale, I got on Letterboxd, as one does my age, and went to go write my rating. I personally gave it a 9. I thought it was pretty good. It just suffered a little bit in the pacing department, but I thought it was a good finale for whatever the show was trying to capture. I thought it wrapped up every character pretty well. Now, that being said, and I'll get on this in a minute, some characters got more screen time than others, which is a reason a lot of people are mad, but I think it is what the show needed to do. Now, getting into that, light spoilers ahead. I'm not going to spoil any plot details or anything like that, but I am going to talk a little bit about why people are complaining and why I think it's quite ridiculous. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So a big complaint I was seeing is a lot of people don't like how much Jax is in the finale, which I thought was kind of funny, especially because he's one of the most beloved characters of the show. He's one of my favorite characters. Then again, I like all the characters. And people were quite mad about how much he was in the finale, which, I think is ridiculous because out of all the characters, he needed the most to be wrapped up. And I think the finale did a good job wrapping up his character. I just don't get it. Like, am I missing something? I can see where people are coming from, that their favorite character might have not as got as much screen time as Jax or Pomni, but I mean, they serve their purpose, Jax was one of the more important characters in the show. That's not to degrade anyone's favorite character, but that's how TV shows work. Not everyone is the main character. And in this case, Jax is one of those more important characters, and they needed to wrap up his whole story. That's what they were doing in the finale. So I don't understand why people are so frustrated with that. Take this, for example. This person gave it half a star. I know it's not on the screen, but they give it half a star because they just don't like Jax. Why are we letting your personal bias towards one character ruin the entire finale of the show you say you like? My second big issue is how much people claim to be a great big fan of the show, and then when the finale comes out, what? I grew up loving this show for the past 2.5 years, and now my life is worth nothing because this finale ruined it all. Take this person, for example. I have no idea what they were on. They claim to be a big fan of the show, and they loved it for the past 2.5 years, loved all the other previous episodes, but the finale was just so bad. It was absolutely disgraceful. How? I've seen all the other episodes. I've seen the finale. And it's just making them seem like Glitch Productions and Gooseworks just said, hey guys, episodes 1 and 8 were great. Let's just screw everyone over for the finale. It'd be pretty funny. Yeah. What? Are we out of our mind here? If you are such a great big fan of something, then I feel like you should come to understand what a show, in this case, is trying to accomplish. The 8 episodes leading up to the finale, I feel like did a good job leading up to the finale. And I think the finale was a good finale. So why are people so confused with the way the finale was? I thought it felt like the Amazing Digital Circus to me. How the finale, did they expect Thanos to come down and fight them all? I don't understand what people are saying here. At this point, I'm really starting to wonder if I even watched the same finale everyone else did. Did I get some exclusive version? Did I get the golden egg of all finales here, because I certainly don't remember there being amazing digital races. And there are some times where TV show finales definitely don't live up to the hype. It is really hard for TV shows to create a really good finale that will satisfy most of the audience. I get that. But in this case, it just doesn't feel deserved. Like, it doesn't feel like the hate is justified at all. It just feels like people, the so-called biggest fans, are just, what's the word, salty? Just, I don't know, greedy? I'm missing the word. I need to study up on the dictionary when I'm done with this video. But it doesn't feel right to me. You know, shows like the Stranger Things finale, and I haven't seen The Boys, but a lot of people online are more divisive about those finales. I'm going to talk about Stranger Things in specific because Stranger Things became such a big thing, and then season 5 finale happened, and it had a ton of issues, and I'm a little more understanding about why people dislike that. The Amazing Digital Circus, however, I don't understand at all. I think if you didn't like it, that's fine. Everyone has their own opinion. But to be slandering the creator and the production company and other people who thought the show's finale was good, that's not the right thing to do. And I'm not a saint here. I'm not trying to tell you what you should and shouldn't do. I just think it's a little goofy to be acting that way online, especially in the Letterboxd reviews. Maybe I shouldn't even be looking in Letterboxd reviews, and I should go do something with my life. But that's besides the point. I hope everyone enjoyed this video, and have a great rest of your night, day, morning. Yeah. Thank you.